Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
Hello friends, and welcome to Fairfield Today. Paul Jasson with you as we telecast and broadcast from the lobby of Fairfield Federal downtown. Always a pleasure to be here. A nice day outside as we look outside of our vantage point, our window here on Main Street, Main Hill, going up from Fairfield Federal to the top of the hill. So pleasure to have you with us today. It'll be something really kind of new for us, not necessarily new for the fellows and the folks we'll be talking to. We're going to be talking to Mike Tharp. Mike, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Haven't had you on for a while. Usually we have you on for events, Pancake Day, all kind of things at Alley Park, things that are going on. When you're in a festival, we have you on for the festival day. But for us, now last year was the inaugural event. It's called Seeds of Change, but this will be the first annual.
That's correct.
Seeds of Change. And really it involves Earth Day, Arbor Day, Trail Day. Is there any other days that you can pull into this?
Those are the 3 days.
Okay.
And it'll also be the kickoff to the Green Thumb Trail for Visit Fairfield County.
Now, we have been National Tree City?
Tree City, USA.
Tree City, USA for 41 years?
Yeah, we just got confirmation that we qualified again this year.
So every year you have to meet certain criteria to continue that. You just aren't always a Tree City.
That's exactly, yes.
So you guys are getting it done as far as all the criteria there and keeping up.
Not only are we getting that done, but we just received also our 6th Growth Award. So Tree City USA has another award that's above and beyond. If you're exemplary in what you're doing with your urban forest, your trees, there's also another award that you can apply for. So the 6 years I've been here, we've applied 6 years and we've received it 6 years in a row.
And that is?
That's the Growth Award from the National Arbor Day Foundation.
Nice. Well, so you're getting, as far as, this is about as green as you can get here.
We're as green as we can get.
So this event today, and we got a slide that Shane will put up here, it's called Seeds of Change. And again, it really is kind of ties in Earth Day and Arbor Day. Everything is going to be on the 23rd. At least that's the recognizable day here for the Lancaster City Parks and all your partners that you have in. From 11 to 3, big event going on at Rising Park.
That's correct. So last year, it's going to be very reminiscent of what we did. So we brought in, of course, we did the proclamations from the mayor, from the county commission.
Got to have those whereases.
You got to have those.
Got to have those.
But it really recognizes that the county and the city both are on board with recognizing that Earth Day and Arbor Day, and also this year is what they call Trails Day, which is the rails to trails. It's the alternative forms of transportation. It's the bike trail. It's walking instead of driving. It's all of those alternative forms.
That Earth Day mentality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So all of those now we're going to celebrate on one special day, and a lot of people have said, why? Why would you do that? So for my 6 years, we've always tried to celebrate Arbor Day as a standalone. And we've met with a lot of resistance because the kids are in testing at that point in time. So you can't involve
late in the school year.
Late in the school year. So by doing this on a Saturday, and by doing this with other groups, Community Action, the Recycle program, with the county, all these entities, when we pull together, it makes for one big event that we can celebrate all of these at one time and make it something that's worthwhile coming to. There's lots of giveaways, there's lots of free stuff, there's lots of things to do, there's games, there's lots of education. It just, 3 heads are better than one.
So last year was the inaugural day, and so you never know when you do something for the very first time. Is it going to make it? Is it going to be something we won't even look at again? How did it go last year?
We're doing it again.
Enough said right there. Good attendance?
It did. It probably had 500 to 700 there.
Nice.
We would like to see the event.
I was going to say, it may be double. I mean, you never know.
I think double's a good starting point.
Wow.
More than 1,000. But it's doing it the right way. It's showing people. We just received. So the parks, we have a bottle cap to benches program, which
Yes.
is recycling.
Yes.
And for every 100 pounds of bottle caps we collect, we get the composite plastic benches at a reduced price.
And you've got a lot of beautiful ones out there.
We just took 1,125 pounds of bottle caps to Akron and received 10 benches at half price, and they go into the parks. And to show kids and adults that if you recycle, reuse this stuff, this is what it can become. It's a beautiful bench in a beautiful park, and it was given to us at a reduced price because we chose to recycle and reuse and reduce our waste.
So that really shows to them what Earth Day can be about. It's
Yes.
more than just having a day off or coming out here and getting free stuff.
It
I mean,
really
there's
is.
really, you guys can make a difference.
Yeah, for the community to collect 1,125 pounds, it was this thing that just kept gaining momentum.
Were these mostly done in the schools? I mean, every school have a collection?
Every school is on board now.
Okay.
But there are so many households that are making an effort, and I see the same cars pull up. Every couple of weeks you'll see this SUV pull up, and it's gray, and it's Chevy Suburban, and they open up the back doors and they take trash bags of caps out. It's like, where do they come up with them? Fairfield Union has jumped on board. Every classroom in Fairfield Union has
Every classroom
has a container to put bottle caps in.
Nice.
And it's not just bottle caps, it's laundry detergent tops, it's yogurt tops, it's a lid.
Yeah. So you don't have to make a big deal about it. You say, this is what we're doing, so every couple times a week, bring in your stuff, have mom and dad collect that, and we got it. And it makes a difference.
It does. It involves parks because it's a bench. It involves recycling, community action. It involves, being green. And I'll tell you, I've never been a big proponent of the whole recycling thing, but my mind's been changed. It's really repurposing stuff that would be thrown away for the right reasons.
Well, this is where you can actually see something. Now, like most of us, I save newspapers.
Yeah.
I put them in, they're gone. I never see them again. So I don't know what happens to them. But in something like this, the kids can actually see, you threw some bottle caps in there. You're sitting on the bench that were made from that.
Yes.
And those are beautiful benches, too.
Oh, they are.
They are.
It's a lot of fun. It's the realization of what an impact and what a difference you can make in your own community.
Well, this is, again, it's called Seeds of Change. We'll put the slide up again. It's an afternoon of education and fun, and
Yes.
that's nice when it can do both.
Yes.
That's nice when it has that. For Earth Day and for Arbor Day, which is a little ways down the road yet, Planting for the Future is the theme. It's 11 to 3 out at Rising Park. You've got some good community partners. You already mentioned some. That Fairfield County DD is on it. The recycling and the parks is in on it. And I know you've got a lot of other people that are really stepping up here.
Oh, bicycle shops, and it's just everybody. They come out of the woodwork for this event. They want to be involved in this event. We didn't have to go searching. It's like, here's the event, and people are calling us going, hey, can we be a part of that?
Nice.
And
It's nice when they call you.
It is nice when they call us.
You don't have to make the call, get online here. And
Yes. Rachel with Fairfield DD, what a gem, and she's done a lot of work on this. Carrie Murphy out at Community Action, just people that just keep driving this. The outdoor education portion of Lancaster Parks, we will have the animals there. We'll have the snakes and the skunk and that kind of. We're going to play games with bottle caps. There's lots of giveaways. I think right now there's 22 or 23 separate organizations that will be there with their tents and with their giveaways. So it's kind of like trick-or-treating.
Nice.
Coloring stuff and fun.
So it's coming up here soon, April 23rd at Rising Park, 11 to 3. Seeds of Change, be the first annual one of this, and lots of things to learn out there, lots of things to see, lots of free stuff, all good. All reason
setting.
to come in, and I will say that too. I go to Out Rising Park frequently. I planted a tree for my wife there a couple of years ago through your help, and we got that done. I don't know that there's a better looking park in this state than Rising Park, and it is so used by the community. There's always people out there walking around, and got to do some ice skating this year, first time in a long time. To walk up that mountain is part of that. I mean, and you got the kids stuff over there, always used. Kids are playing disc Frisbee stuff out there in the football field and that green area out there. You got baseball diamonds out there. I mean, it's tennis courts galore. I mean, what a wonderful park.
It is.
To thank the Risings for that is an understatement. I mean, I'm sure they had no idea, but they'd be very proud, the people that gave this, to see how nice you've kept it up, and all your predecessors. It's just been a wonderful place. It is a great place in Lancaster.
A community gift that keeps on giving.
That's it. Mike Tharp with the City Parks here. Thanks for being with us. Good luck on Seeds of Change.
Thank you.
And we'll look for, if it gets this big, I don't know how big it'll be in a year. We'll see how big. Rising Park's a big area, though.
Yes,
you
it
can
is.
handle it.
We can grow.
Mike Tharp. We'll be back on Fairfield Today in just a moment.
The Lancaster Festival returns for its 38th season, July 21st through the 30th. This year, we proudly present Rick Springfield on July 23rd and Lady A on July 30th. Reserve seating and general admission tickets are available at lancasterfestival.org, by phone at 740-687-4808, or at the box office located at 117 West Wheeling Street in Lancaster. For the full lineup, visit lancasterfestival.org.
Life is unpredictable. That's why estate planning is important. Estate planning provides you comfort and peace of mind knowing that you're taking care of your loved ones and ensuring your legacy lives on just as you envisioned. You lived a life that is beautifully and uniquely yours. You deserve an estate planning attorney who understands that and creates a plan as unique as you and in the best interest of your loved ones. You deserve the local, trusted, experienced attorneys at Dagger Law.
Fairfield Medical goes the extra mile to give attention to their patients, to their guests, anybody that comes within those doors.
There's no question that the staff there are all personally invested in seeing that I got the best care possible.
The staff was so comforting. I felt like she was in the best hands.
They basically gave me a second chance at life, and I'm going to make the most of it.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Welcome back to Fairfield Day. I want to thank our good friend Mike Tharp from Rising Park and the City Parks and their big event, Seeds of Change, coming up. A little different event now. You know, we've got the Lancaster Festival that's going to be going on, and now everything is really coming back this year, kind of full go, where maybe the last year, maybe in some cases 2 years, people have had to cut back and kind of rethink how they're doing all their events around Lancaster and Fairfield County. And one of the events that's back full go this year, again live and in person as opposed to a Zoom thing going on, is the Bit of Luck out at Fisher Catholic. And I've got two of the key people here with us at the Bit of Luck that's going to be coming up. We'll talk about that. I've got Allison Bruno, who is on my ride. She and her husband Rob are the chair couples this year. Congratulations on that. Love to have you there.
Thank you.
And Mike LeMay, my good friend, who for 30 plus years doing the auctioning.
21
years, 20 plus years out of 40. This is 40 plus years for Bit of Luck, but then for more than 20 years, Mike LeMay has been the auctioneer out there, and boy, you've seen a lot. You've seen it come and go, and a lot of events out there. You've sold a lot of items out there.
We're anxious to be back this year, see if we can do the same.
Mike is an auctioneer par excellence. We get him out there, and he has that gift. He can just, even if you don't want it, he makes you want it. He makes you want it. And he makes you glad you gave him the money. I can't give enough money. I thank him. Don't look at her, look at me. I can hear him saying it right now. He does a great job out there. And Allison, this is the second runaround for you and your husband and chair couple, so I got to believe you are just big believers in the Fisher Catholic education.
Yes, we are. Yes, we love it.
Yeah.
We're very happy with it. It's our daughter is a junior, and it's a great, all the way through, you know, it's just a great
education. Now, do you have another younger?
Yes, we have a son that's is 9. He's in the 3rd grade at St. Bernadette.
St. Bernadette. So I guess, and again, it's open enrollment in almost any place you go now. You can send your kids anywhere. Where there was a time if you went to Lancaster, you either went to Lancaster or you went to Fisher Catholic or Bishop Fenwick or St. Mary's. Those were the two places. But now with open enrollment, you can send your kids anywhere.
Anywhere, yes.
You live in Lancaster,
yes.
So you can send your kids anywhere. That's just the way it goes. But you've chosen to send them to Fisher Catholic because you believe that's the best education for your children?
Yes, we like that it's faith-based, but we also like the small classrooms, the more one-on-one attention, and just like-minded families of just pushing our kids on through and for their future. And so we've grown up with these kids too. So it's really a neat community. It's a great community, and just teaching our kids just the values that we want, and but also getting a fantastic education above and beyond.
Well, Allison and her husband Rob are the chair couple. Every year for Bid of Luck, they elect a chair couple, and this is the second year in a row that Allison and Rob have taken that on. And there's always a theme, and this year it's the Golden Ticket Bid of Luck auction. It's a dinner auction. And it'll be Saturday, April 30th out at Fisher Catholic. And again, the Willy Wonka, the Chocolate Factory, the Golden Ticket, that's the theme. We got a nice slide we'll put up there and let you see that. But it's always a fun thing. Whatever the theme is, they always come up with a good one. I'm always impressed.
They do.
And Mike, you've seen them for a lot of years. However they come up with these, I don't know how they do it. Very creative.
Yes, they are.
The decorations are phenomenal. I mean, they base it on the Golden Ticket, and who knows what we'll see.
And it's at the gym out at, and you can't even imagine you're in a gymnasium where the night before maybe they played basketball there, and they've converted it to this beautiful Golden Ticket. And again, it's hard to tell what they'll have out there, but it's a dinner and an auction. And again, this is the big fundraiser started by 40 plus years ago by Dr. Gord Snyder and his wife Mary Louise. They saw the need that there was just going to have to be another way of getting money because they don't take federal funds. They're a private school, a Catholic school, parochial school, and they decided they needed to do this. And so 40 plus years this has gone on, and you've taken for the second year in a row, so you knew what you were getting into this year. It isn't anything you don't know, but the dinner out there is always wonderful. And I forget who caters it this year.
Cheer
Chalet, and they do a wonderful job up there. We know that, but it's always a wonderful dinner, and then just a fun evening out there. And then the second half of the evening is kind of the auctioning when Mike takes over and does that. So it's just it'll be fun to be back. I think you would think this year because for a couple of years, it's been 2 years.
2 years.
2 years we were out, so it was online, and they really had great success with that.
They really
we know
did.
That. But,
they did.
But there's going to be nothing like, I think, getting back and meeting with your friends, being out there and having the hors d'oeuvres, just a little dress-up evening.
So you get dressed up and hang out with your friends for the evening, and it is. And then they have the martini, the chocolate martini,
that's the drink, specialty
drink.
And
that's from I believe Cherry Street.
That's right, and you get a nice little martini glass with that. You'll be able to keep that. That's the thing out there. So they have a lot of specials. There's a 50-50 drawing.
Yes.
We'll talk more about that with Mike because that's a big event where you can win. I even forget the amount of money now.
10,000.
7,500
first prize.
So it's a big event out there. So it'll be fun for you to actually. This will be back in it, and you actually get to be involved.
Be involved in this time. Yes, I'm excited.
Yeah,
we're very excited.
And Mike and the fun part about the auction is they have so many what they call grand items in the auction, and these are really the big ticket items that have been for the most part donated by the community. Again, it takes a village. The whole community comes together to support this, and I know you're excited about the items you're going to get to talk about.
I am. We got the list yesterday of what's been given so far, and the businesses, they now call the school, some of them, to donate something.
Isn't that nice?
When we started, when I started,
you had to call them.
Yeah, and now they said, this is going to be the Bid of Luck, and they give. Which is very good. And again, in the whole evening, I don't know, is it 7 o'clock when it gets underway? I can't remember. 5:30 doors open.
Oh yeah, 6 o'clock maybe.
Yeah, 7 o'clock dinner, and grand around 8:30, 8:45.
And that's funny. Your daughter is a junior.
Yes.
Now, is she involved in? I know the students from Fisher Catholic, they become waiters and they do things.
Yes.
Is that one of the things she'll be doing?
Yes, she will.
Because
Yes.
I know the sophomores and they have different jobs for everybody, parking cars or everything. So is she going to be a waiter?
I think so, yes.
She excited about that?
She is. She loves doing that kind of stuff. Yes,
But
she's very
I know they have
social.
the band and the choir out there, and it's really an all Fisher Catholic day to just showcase what Fisher Catholic has to offer. You know?
Yes.
Yeah. Your son still has a lot of years to go before he gets there.
Yes,
so,
he's got a minute. He's got a minute. I can regroup, and then I can come back when it's his turn.
So, when you look back at the time, did your daughter? Was it tough on her the last couple of years? The way things have been with Zoom and with COVID, was that difficult?
It was. Yes and no. Like she wanted to be in the classroom.
Sure.
More.
Kids are
and
social.
They're very social, especially Kathy. And but we made it through. And it was. I think we appreciate it even more now. Like we appreciated it before, but being away from it, you really appreciate it. And I'm definitely not a teacher. I've always appreciated teachers. But I really appreciate teachers even more now.
That's something that people have learned. Maybe you weren't as appreciative of what teachers do. Your kid times 30 in a classroom.
Yes,
So.
I am not. I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I am not a teacher. I can help you with homework, but teaching, not so much.
well, good. And again, the education you get out of Fisher Catholic is
the best.
exciting.
It's the whole package. It's just wonderful.
And I assume, Mike, your son and daughter. You went to Bishop Fenwick in your years there, and your son and daughter went there, and I assume these are still the same reasons you felt the value of a Catholic education.
Exactly. I was very fortunate to be able to send them there and quality education, and this is my way of giving something back to the school after they did so much for my kids.
Yeah, and I've always felt that about the kids at Fisher Catholic when they've been out in the world here and they have jobs in the communities like every other school in the city or the county. The kids from Fairfield from Fisher Catholic, I always felt they were especially, I thought, mannerly to adults. They seemed to understand more than just if you had them for a job. They came in with a good attitude. I always felt that's, and I'm sure that's something. Why you send them to Fisher Catholic?
Yes, and that was what I noticed in elementary, starting in elementary. They were implementing what I was already teaching at home, but they were pushing it even more and different things that I hadn't even thought of. And then it carries on, just all the way through from St. Mary's, St. Bernadette, then all the way through St. Mary's for junior high. And then they just continue that in high school, and it's all the same. Just the same values, everything, same standard, the same high standard and so it costs money to go, and sometimes it's more of a sacrifice for others, but it's always a sacrifice, but it is so worth it for your kids' education.
Very good. Our subject today is the Bit of Luck. It's going to be Saturday, April 30th out of Fisher Catholic High School. My guests today are Allison Bruno. Allison, along with her husband Rob, are the chair couple this year, and Mike LeMay, who is for 20 plus years has been the auctioneer. And Mike, I know you've got a list there. Can you just talk about a couple of the items that you think will be some really good ones that people can get?
Sure. To start off the evening, we're going to have a Lancaster Festival table, which
that's always nice.
Will go over pretty good.
And Deb Connell was talking about that. They're excited this year. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Notre Dame tickets, Ohio State tickets.
Nice.
Trip to Florida.
I know there are always cabins they can go to, and there are places around the country that Lake North. I mean, there's places everywhere. Snowshoe, I mean, and again, these are people that step up that want to give to help out, because this is really the fundraiser for Fisher Catholic. Without this, I'm not sure the doors could go.
It would be tough. This is their big fundraiser, and we try to generate as much as we can that evening, and we have a great time. I have a great time.
It is. It's so much fun.
Well, and again, you can tell just by the folks here that are involved. Now, again, if you can still get tickets, it's coming up on April 30th, and tickets are still available. It's just a wonderful evening of, as Allison, you could dress up a little bit, kind of dining and just fun out there. And then Mike takes over, and they have a wonderful auction and again, all the money, 100% goes to benefit Fisher Catholic and the education and all the programs, the athletics, everything they do. out there at Fisher Catholic. So you can go online and find Bit of Luck that way. You can call the school. I don't know what the number is. Nobody knows.
No, I don't know what the number is.
No, we don't. But
it's programmed in my phone.
Call Fisher Catholic School.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in our phones. And Shane will put the number up there for you so you can see it to give this school a call. But it's coming up Saturday, April 30th, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening. Goes to what, 10 o'clock, Mike?
10:30.
10:30, depending on the amount of grand auction items. There's tons of things you can get. There's online bidding that's going on this year. That's always a big thing.
Auction.
Silent
bidding.
auction
They'll have
items.
tables
So
of
all
many
evening
items.
you can order. You can just sit there from your phone and don't have to walk around anymore. It's just very high tech out there. So it's going to be a fun evening. Thanks, Allison. Thanks, Mike, for being with us. It's going to be a great evening. Best of luck on the 30th. Willy Wonka, enjoy your chocolate martinis out there.
Yes.
I'm sure you will. Golden ticket, Bit of Luck dinner auction from Fisher Catholic on Saturday, April 30th. And we thank these folks for being with us today. And we thank you for being with us on Fairfield Today.
Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.